Today, we're diving into the Word with joy, lightness, and some real depth. It's not just about getting things right or wrong, it's about learning and drawing closer to God. Like, comment your score, and share this video with someone special. Your faith might just inspire others. When the people thought Moses was lost on Mount Sinai, what did Aaron do? A. Gathered the leaders to pray. B. Climbed the mountain to look for Moses. C. Told the people to fast and wait. D. Made a golden calf for the people to worship. Correct answer, D. Made a golden calf for the people to worship. Verse. Aaron said to them, "Take off the gold earrings that your wives, your sons, and your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me." Then they said, "These are your gods, Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." Exodus 32 verses 2-4. When Moses took too long to come down from Mount Sinai, the people got impatient and asked Aaron to make a visible god. Aaron gave in to the pressure and fashioned a golden calf from the people's earrings, leading them into idolatry. This story shows how impatience and a lack of faith can lead to serious disobedience. What blessing did Jacob ask for? A. To be the firstborn son. B. To be rich and powerful. C. To be blessed by God. D. To have many children. Correct answer, C. To be blessed by God. Verse. Then he said, "Let me go, for the day breaks." But he said, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." Genesis 32 verse 26. Jacob wrestled all night with a mysterious man, later revealed as a divine being, and even though he was hurt, he refused to let go until he got a blessing. This moment marked Jacob's transformation, both spiritually and symbolically, as his name was changed to Israel, meaning, he who struggles with God. That blessing wasn't just about divine favor but also a new purpose in his life. Who was Paul's first ministry partner? A. Peter. B. Barnabas. C. Timothy. D. Silas. Correct answer, B. Barnabas. Verse. Then Barnabas went to Tarsus to look for Saul, and when he found him, he brought him to Antioch. Acts 11 verses 25-26. Barnabas was Paul's first companion and ministry partner, especially on his first missionary trip. He believed in Paul's calling and helped him get involved with the church in Antioch, playing a key role in starting Paul's missionary work. What happened to the kids who mocked Elisha? A. They were reprimanded by Elisha. B. They were forgiven after repenting. C. They were cursed and mauled by bears. D. They were taken to another city. Correct answer, C. They were cursed and mauled by bears. Verse. He went up to Bethel, and as he was walking along the road, some boys came out of the town and jeered at him. "Get out of here, Baldy," they said. He turned around, looked at them, and called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys. 2 Kings 2 verses 23-24. When Elisha was heading to Bethel, some kids mocked him for being bald. Because Elisha cursed them in the Lord's name, 2 bears came out and attacked the kids. This story teaches us to respect God's servants and warns about the consequences of mocking his chosen ones. Do you know how Jonah ended up in the sea? A. He was thrown overboard by sailors during a storm. B. He accidentally fell off a boat. C. He jumped into the sea to escape a fish. D. He drowned while praying. Correct answer, A. He was thrown overboard by sailors during a storm. Verse. Then they threw Jonah into the sea, and the storm stopped. Jonah 1 verse 15. Jonah tried to run from the mission God gave him by sailing to Tarshish, But God sent a huge storm to warn the sailors. Afraid for their lives, they threw Jonah into the sea, and the storm stopped immediately. This shows how God works to fulfill his plans, even when we try to run away. What's the name for breaking God's law? Justice. B. Sin. C. Covenant. D. Grace. Correct answer, B. Sin. Verse. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3 verse 23. In the Bible, breaking God's law is called sin. Sin means disobeying God's will and separates us from His holiness. But thankfully, through Jesus Christ, we can receive forgiveness and be reconciled, because He came to save us from sin. I was a city whose king declared fasting and repentance after Jonah's message. A. Jerusalem. B. Nineveh. C. Samaria. D. Babylon. Correct answer, B. Nineveh. Verse. The king of Nineveh rose from his throne, took off his robe, covered himself with sackcloth, and sat down in the ashes. Jonah 3 verse 6. When the king of Nineveh heard Jonah's message, he acted immediately in repentance, calling everyone to fast and turn from evil. Because of this, God spared the city from destruction, showing the power of sincere repentance before the Lord. How did the Israelites win the battle against the Amalekites at Rephidim? A. They set a trap to capture the enemy. B. Moses kept his hands raised in prayer during the battle. C. They called for reinforcements from neighboring tribes. D. They built walls around the camp. Correct answer, B. Moses kept his hands raised in prayer during the battle. Verse. Whenever Moses held up his hand, Israel prevailed, and whenever he lowered his hand, Amalek prevailed. Exodus 17 verse 11. The Israelites' victory came from relying on God through Moses' prayer. As long as Moses held his hands up, Israel had the strength to win. This shows the power of intercession and faith in life's battles. While the Israelites were at Rephidim, there was no water to drink, and the people complained to Moses, saying, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt just to die of thirst?" How did Moses, with the Lord's help, solve this problem? A. He struck a rock with his staff, and water gushed out for the people to drink. B. He prayed and rain fell to fill the wells. C. He told the people to dig wells in the desert. D. He sent messengers to fetch water from another area. Correct answer, A. He struck a rock with his staff, and water gushed out for the people to drink. Verse. Then Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." The Lord said to Moses, "Take the staff and you and the elders of Israel go out and strike the rock. Water will come out of it for the people to drink." Numbers 20:10-11. Faced with the people's thirst at Rephidim, God told Moses to strike a rock with his staff, and water flowed out to quench the Israelites' thirst. This miracle showed God's provision and care during the long desert journey. How long did Noah stay on the ark before the Lord told him it was time to come out? 30 days. B. 40 days and 40 nights. C. 1 year and 10 days. D. About 1 year and 1 month. Correct answer, D. About 1 year and 1 month. Verse. Noah stayed on the ark, and the waters flooded the earth for 150 days. Then the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah waited another 45 days and opened the window of the ark he had made. Genesis 7 verse 24, 8:4-6. Noah stayed on the ark for roughly a year and a month, from the start of the flood until God said it was safe to leave. This period includes the 40 days and 40 nights of rain plus the time the waters covered the earth. Our devotional ends here today, but the journey goes on. We have plenty more videos waiting for you with messages, cool facts, and questions that will make you think. Subscribe now and join us every day as we spread the light of the Word.